If you're a facilities manager at a university, you know students rely on the cafeteria for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the occasional late-night snack. So when a dishwasher breaks down and dirty plates pile up, the mess hall can turn messy in the blink of an eye. Enter Grainger. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast delivery, the product you need now is never far away. So you can turn that dishwasher back into a lean, clean washing machine. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Will look to pick it up and he'll go on here. There's two up here, Bradford. It's Beagrey. He's got to make this count. It's Beagrey. It's 1-1. You'll see a somersault now. You'll get a double.
Sing till I die. Sing till I die.
Right. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good night. Welcome to Bradford City vs Morecambe pre-game chat, live on all podcast services. Give you a good wave on Facebook. Hello. And let's start off with the referee. And the referee is Darren Drysdale. People think he's the best referee in the world in League Two. Not really. He's really rubbish. He's always bad for Bradford City. In the EFL Trophy, he's had 1 appearance and 1 yellow card. In League One, he's had 6 appearances and 22 yellow cards. 1 second yellow card and 1 red card. In League Two, he's given 7 appearances, 28 yellow cards, 1 double card again, and 5 sending offs. In the FA Cup, he has given out, in 2 appearances, he's given out 6 yellow cards, and that's it, really. And with the form in the past, Bradford's going from 2016, Bradford City lost 3-2. In 2019, Bradford won 2-1. 2020, they won 1-0. 2021, Bradford won 2-1. 8th of May 2021, Bradford lost 0. And 19th of August 2023, Bradford City lost 3-0. Bradford are currently 10th in the league with 1 game in hand on 30 points and a goal difference of 1. Morecambe are 12th in the league, played 21 games, and they're on 31 points. So I am joined by the lovely Miss Diane.
You'll have to excuse me, I've just got my tea.
Oh, again. Waiting for your tea.
I've just ordered a pizza and chips.
Oh.
But takeaway. Yeah, I fancied that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's ham and mushroom pizza.
Fancy.
Oh, I know. Yeah, so it's just turned up.
So what's your thoughts on Darren Drysdale?
It was all right last match he did for us, but there you go. You got my thing there, didn't you?
Yep.
The best person to ask is Callie, but she's not on, is she? Because she absolutely loves him, doesn't she?
Yep, she absolutely loves Mr. Drysdale. Dale.
Yeah, she'll be giving him his Christmas present on the Boxing Day as well.
I'm hoping she is about, because I don't know Stan.
I think she will be.
She might be busy.
Yeah. Oh no, she said all peppering done and she's poured herself a tumbler of Baileys.
Oh God, she'll be getting drunk then.
Yeah, well I've had a shot of tequila rose and I'm now drinking my sperma 5.
He did.
So, yeah, having a drink.
So you're looking forward to the game on Saturday? Tomorrow, Boxing Day?
Tuesday. I
Boxing
am.
Day, innit?
I am. It gets fresh air, gets me out of the house, see my mates again. So it's not too bad. So yeah, can't wait.
Happy days.
Yours?
So I sent one to the rest of the crew.
Yeah.
What's happened with Stan? Joined and gone. So,
I know.
Happening there. So, what's your thoughts?
What's my thoughts for Tuesday? Yeah. I think Graham, as he said, it'll probably keep with the same team. Hopefully, definitely. Because I know I'm going to bring my dad up. I was talking to my dad yesterday, and he said, why change the winning formula? I said, you might as well keep it going because you're all winning formula. Because me and my dad always taught football. And things says, why swap a winning formula team round?
So do you think he'll stick with the same team?
Yeah, apart from might not play Jamie, with Jamie coming off injured.
Good point. I might need to change my final prediction.
Yeah, with Jamie coming off injured, but nobody knows how bad the injury was. He was limping a little bit, so you never know.
True.
Yeah, so you never know what he's going to do, because if Jamie's injured, he might put Jamie on the bench.
Yeah.
And that might give Patterson a go.
So I see the up. He's here, Mr. Stan the Man. He's here. Let's see if he's invite you to speak, Stan. I'm missing Stan's voice. That's what it is. I'm missing Stan's voice. I've not heard him in a while. See, right, here he is.
Since Friday.
Evening, Stan.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
How are you this fine
evening?
Sleepy.
Are you on the good list or the bad list?
I'm on the I'm not going to say.
You're not on the shit. And what?
I'm a very good boy.
You're sitting on the fence again, aren't you, mate?
Yeah. No, I'm a very good boy.
So, what's your thoughts on the game tomorrow? Boxing Day.
On Boxing Day. It'd be interesting. Obviously, excellent win, won it on Friday, and I think he'll rest Jamie Walker. I think Jamie Walker will want to play, but I don't think he'll risk him. So he may possibly start with either Patterson or maybe he might put Clark. He seems to favour Clark Odward, doesn't he? So.
And what's your thoughts on Drysdale, referee?
Well, yeah, for about 1 million games he's been rubbish, but the last game that he refereed, he actually had a very good game, which was very surprising. Very kind of overall, he had a very good game, and there were only a couple of minor decisions that you might disagree with, but that wasn't like a Drysdale-esque performance. So but obviously, Johnny, you had to spoil me Christmas by mentioning the fact that he's going to be reffing. So I wasn't aware of that until now.
Stats already, but I don't know what's happened with Miss Callie, but she loves him. She adores Drysdale because he always comes to Valley Parade and he always likes to rattle with us. So looking at the team's form, going back a while, so Morecambe have against Newport they lost, against Wickham they won, against Doncaster they won 5, and Milton Keynes they lost 3-1. Bradford have played Accrington Stanley, who were there exactly. Bradford have won 1-0. Forest Green, Bradford won 3-0. Liverpool Academy, Liverpool won 4-0. Bradford won 4-0. Bradford City Gillingham, Bradford won 2-0. And the game which just gone, Bradford City demolished Doncaster in the Yorkshire Derby 3-1. So, try to get it. Your thing on the Pyro.
Sorry, you're just breaking up there, Johnny. Can you say that again, please?
Yeah, yes.
Thoughts on the Pyro? What got thrown on the pitch?
Well, I don't know if you saw my tweet, but it's just there's no need for it. It's like even if we didn't have our history as we do, it's just idiot people putting themselves before the club and for any other people, isn't it? Because they obviously, if the club's not careful, there'll be fines, etc. for the club, and there's no need for it. it's as simple as, no matter what some people think, I do believe that it kind of stopped the momentum at Crewe last season when we kind of had them on the ropes, and then that sort of long break stopped our momentum. And yeah, okay, we kind of conceded a penalty late on, but in that particular game, it did stop the momentum. At some point, somebody's going to get hurt as well. Somebody's going to get it thrown at them or whatever, whether it's a player or whatever, or a steward, or maybe another fan. And just root them out, ban them, as far as I'm concerned.
So if you had a message for the people who threw the pyro on the pitch, what would it be?
If you can't not bring pyros to a game, then don't bother coming to a game. Simple as.
What about you, Dan? What's your thoughts on the pyros getting lobbed onto the pitch?
It's disgusting because, like Stan said, somebody is going to get hurt. Like, didn't a little lass get hurt in the first game of the season, last season, when a pyro got chucked in the cop, from the cop? A little lass got hurt. Somebody is going to get hurt one day. And it is going to be bad because who I sat with on the coach, her daughter, she suffered some asthma. Obviously, with the smoke swirling at Donny, luckily she had her inhaler. The second one went on, she had to put a scarf around her neck because she was breathing in the smoke.
Yep.
So like you say, don't bring them.
Exactly. Agree with Peria. Because obviously I've not been to the game. I'm hoping to go to the Morecambe game, but watching it on iFollow and reading the club statement, as it is, I know there's a few people who've been in the fire, and I know I said, like, on the past podcast, they've been in the fire, and it could probably bring back stuff from that, like, whatever it's called, magic stress and all that lot. And the club have done right thing, but the people who have lobbed them on, and if you know who's lobbed them on, stop them in, because it's shocking how they're doing it. There's social media on a different Bradford City group, but it can't be like what word am I looking? Validated for the Donny game, but there's a person who's actually got it in the hand. So the person who's got it in the hand, and if it's from the Donny game, give them a 5-year ban, ban them, or a lifetime ban them, because it's absolutely disgusting what happens, and heaven forbid somebody will get hurt. Like 5 pyros got lobbed on that pitch.
Well, there were 3 on the pitch and there were 2 in the concourse. Okay,
so 5 altogether, and I know, like, when I've been to a couple of games, and I think it might have been, it were even Mansfield game when I went to, when we played them at Way, they actually had sniffer dogs.
Yeah, I got told that.
So personally, I think clubs now, even if it adds a little bit extra money to the security, need to start bringing stuff in now to protect fans for this. I.e. sniffer dogs or other stuff. Or I don't know if you can tell me, Diane, but when the flares got lobbed on the pitch, what was the effort from the staff, the security staff?
Crap. They took about 2-3 minutes to go get it, and really they should be wearing, because when our guys go on the pitch, they've got gloves on, haven't they, to pick it up with, and sand buckets near it. They went and got, one of them litter pickers, one of them, and they didn't have sand buckets all around the ground. They had one there where me and Callie were sat. That's where the sand bucket was. So they did take ages to pick them up.
And would you, because I think Kelly told us a story before about the issue with the stewarding as well, being being up to par.
Nope, it wasn't at all. It was not at all. The stewarding, they just stood there, like, as we said, like chocolate fire guards.
Yeah, and that's not good, is it?
When you asked them to move the ones that were stood, and they went, "Oh, we haven't got enough resources." Well, you had police in corner, get them in to do it, but police can't do all.
In addition to what's been said, like a thought came over my head, and obviously you wouldn't do this, but it almost feels like when you've got like a young pup or a young kitten and they'd basically shit on the floor and you rub the nose in it. It's like if you catch anyone with a bloody flare, it's just shove it under their nose and inhale that and see how you like it. That's obviously, I don't advocate that, but you know what I mean? It winds you up to that extent that, you know, sort of like, these are just selfish idiots who think they're some kind of ultras or something.
So we've had George.
Or as I get told, because I do know somebody who works at Valley, as I get told, he calls them Foot Shoot Brigade young'uns.
So we've had Jordan on Facebook just say it was an amazing night. So I'm glad you enjoyed yourself there, Jordan. If you can hear me, Jordan, what was your thoughts on the game? I know you're on Facebook and I'm reading comments when they're going out live. But with the broadcaster game, would you start all them players who played? Would you stick with the same team? Diane?
Sorry, I'm eating. I'd stick with the same team, apart from, as I said, with Jamie.
What about you, Stan? Would you stick with the same team?
Like I say, I think I imagine he would probably protect Jamie, or I hope he would. But there's no reason why we shouldn't have the same team. So I think in that respect, let's stick with the winning side. I think there is a little danger, or there is a possibility, just because obviously with the turnaround of games, that it might maybe change one or two, but maybe not. We'll see, because that. It could be that either Tuesday's game or the game on the 29th might prove like... was it you, Diane, who sort of kind of mentioned that at some point we're going to lose and thought it might have been Friday, but you know, we are going to drop some points. And hopefully it's not because of the quick turnaround of games and keeping the same side when maybe one or two players could possibly, you know, have a rest. We'll see.
Yeah, I think it was me that said that we will lose sometimes, but hopefully not for a bit. But when Stockport are top of the league, so you never know what's going to happen. They might come back, be complacent. Well, this can be for Thursday night, but Stockport with being top of the league, they might be complacent, thinking, oh, we could win this game and we could beat them. I think we will beat Morecambe there. So, but we will lose one time. I feel awful for saying that.
Well, it's inevitable, isn't it? It's like you can't not go unbeaten. I think if we do lose, it's like anything, you know, sort of. Or when we do lose, is how quickly we bounce back, and you know, hopefully we don't turn it into anything other than just a temporary blip that, you know, every team's lose. So, but let's hope it's not for a while, though. Obviously.
Yeah, hopefully it's not for a while. We'll be all right.
So, do you think then? How long do you think we reckon we'll last then? With the streak wise.
That's a tricky question because you never know when your run's going to come to an end. So that is a really tricky question. Hopefully not for a few weeks, but you never know. Depends how well they play.
My answer is I don't know, but like I said just now, I think it's when it does inevitably happen is how quickly we can bounce back, and you know, I think we just get through this Christmas period. When what have we got? Is it 3 games? So we've got Tuesday, the 29th, and then New Year's Day. So I think a good 6 points out of that would be a good return on that. And all we have to do, I say all we have to do, but what we obviously need to do is just keep thereabouts in on the periphery of the playoffs, and at some point, kind of like we did last year, from sort of January onwards, we were top of the form table for the second half of the season. So there's no reason why we can't sort of go on and push on for that. We've got the squad to do it. What do you guys think of what will happen over the course of January, with regards to players coming in and out?
I think we'll come back. I know Ryan East has now left the club. That's a bit of a shame, but he has left the club now to go back to join Rochdale permanently. So I don't know how much it's worth. It always annoys me when clubs do undisclosed. What about yourself?
I think there may be one or two more going out. The interesting thing would be that Graham Alexander mentioned about one or two players that he's yet to see. I would be interested to see what his thoughts on Kevin McDonald will be. Sorry, I'm just about to say, I'll put myself on mute. Hang on.
Don't worry. I'm having something to eat as well. I'm having, because this podcast loves its food. I think I should just rename it as a food podcast. I'm having chicken and jacket potatoes a minute. So
yeah, I'm trying to be good and not, and I'm trying to be good and sort of like put myself on mute when I'm eating as well.
Yeah, well, I had roast chicken legs and roast potatoes made from scratch yesterday. So, for my tea.
So, what's your thoughts on the January transfer window, Diane?
Me or Stan? Me.
Yeah.
I think Jake Young will come back. So I've just had to put the lid down on Pizza Cats after it. I think Jake Young will come back. And then you never know, he might get rid of some of the loan players that aren't getting in the squad. I just hope he don't get rid of Tomkinson, because he's played good since he started for us. So, and who else? Yeah, Tomkinson's played good, so hopefully, but he might send some of the loan players back to the clubs.
I suspect probably the only one that he would keep would be Tomkinson, because we have a big enough squad in that. So and that's imperative, because that for me, having seen Tomkinson play in the EFL Trophy and seeing, okay, he did it against a bunch of kids, didn't he? But he's in the subsequent Football League games. He's acquitted himself well, especially with the physical challenge of it all, and playing against men, especially League Two teams. So I think that's the one I would be keen to keep. The only other one, but I can't see him getting a game, would be Tulloch. That I would be happy enough to keep. But the rest of them, if it frees up, or if it just kind of keeps the squad near what Alexander is wanting, then that's basically what you want to give the manager, are the tools for him to be able to do his job. So that's anywhere near, if that's anywhere near what he would want, maybe in size. I mean, I don't know what sort of players he wants, but that for me is fine. My concern is because isn't Kev on a 2-year deal? So I'd love to be able to say that he is going to be a part of the team. I would hate for him to kind of move on elsewhere. But, if that's what happens, that's what happens. But so that's the interesting thing for me in terms of who you kind of keep and who you wouldn't keep. So the other thing as well that is essential is that we get a 500-year deal for Bobby.
Definitely, we need to get him signed.
So that's a key bit of business for me.
So going back to the loan players, obviously we've got Tomkinson. I would love to keep him, possibly bring him on a permanent. Who else? We've got Ryan East, who's now joined Rochdale. Where is he? Where's Okie Koki? We've got Okie Koki, who's, I think they've arranged a lesser deal on him. But then we've got, I can't pronounce his name. There's Tulloch in there, and then there's that other bloke.
There's Chisholm and Foker,
bloke.
the young forward who looks a bit kind of bit of a kind of an unknown quantity, but he's very raw as a kid.
Yeah, they should get rid of them too. So I'm Kevin McDonald, who did a fantastic job coming in.
Yeah, he is on a 2-year deal as well.
He came in, fantastic job, and did well. Steady the ship, but I don't understand, why is he not playing him? Is he done something? Does he not like him?
I think he picked up an injury, didn't he, at the start, in and around that time. So whether that was because obviously when he'd sort of, because he'd not played all season, when he kind of started to play games and then played himself as playing manager, but then he stopped playing himself and maybe he picked up the injuries because obviously when you're coming up against people that are pretty much in full bloom, as it were, throughout the season, then you're kind of chasing. So I would personally keep him because I think he's, especially in midfield, he's a very, very good player. But you can't take away from what Gilead and Small would have done so far.
So, gonna give it another couple of minutes. Stan, I know you love to sit on the fence. I know it's Christmas. I hope you're feeling a bit jolly. What's your prediction for tomorrow? Sorry, Boxing Day.
I'm going to say my prediction for tomorrow is Christmas dinner all round. I'm going to say Morecambe 2-0 to Morecambe.
You say Morecambe 2-0?
Have I just performed sacrilege there?
You have, because you said 2-0 to Morecambe.
I did.
You know what I'm like when somebody says that the other team's going to score.
I also, sorry, your boyfriend's not going to like me.
I wish you were.
Yeah, sorry, Andy, you need to calm down.
Whoa.
Yeah, I can feel the heat from here, Diane, sort of.
It's getting really hot.
Sorry, I've got mop and bucket out. Mop and bucket's out already.
Is it
I don't know. I mean, I'm sticking on the fence, but I did say, but obviously with a little glint in my eye that I'm sure I said on Thursday night that Donny would win 3-0.
Let's sit on the fence, though. I will get a prediction out of you.
It's the only superstition I have is not predicting scores.
Diane, what do you reckon?
On Bradford City.
What do you reckon the score will be on Boxing Day? There we go, I got it right first time tonight.
Yeah, I hope it's 3-0 to us. And hopefully Cookie and Smith will score the goals because they're on form at the moment.
I'm hoping it's a good game as well because I will be at the game on Boxing Day. So I'm thinking the score will be 2-0 Bradford. And I'm even going to go for Andy Cook and Ash Taylor to score.
Ash Taylor? Whoa.
I believe in Christmas miracles. Ash Taylor's going to...
Yeah, I believe in Christmas miracles. I'm going to have Harry Lewis under my tree, but that's not going to work.
Yeah, I don't think you've been that well behaved.
I haven't been well behaved at all.
Believe, Diane, believe.
I wish it. I'll tell you what, if that happened, I'd be a miracle.
And something a little bit now, because that last 3 minutes or so, because I need to get to girlfriends. Yeah. So, what's for Christmas dinner tomorrow, Stan?
I'm going to my girlfriend's brother's house, so I believe there's 3 lots of meat on and just usual sort of stuff. So no idea, but we were out buying some cheesecake and some other sort of desserts to take with us. So I guess usual standard fare. I guess.
Miss Diane.
I've got myself, because obviously my dad's going with my sister, so I'm at home. I've got myself chicken, and I've got my pigs in blankets, and I'll be having like the usual fare and everything, and drinking. That's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow.
£1 million question, Diane.
Go on.
Are the small pigs in blankets or the big pig in blankets?
Well, I got a pack last week that was small and these ones were big because I went to Morrison's yesterday at Yeadon and I nearly kicked off because I thought there weren't any more pigs in blankets.
Oh,
but I found them.
good.
Oh, no good.
Right, guys, you know what time it is. If you could mute your send, Diane, love. There we go. Going to say thank you, everybody, and also on Facebook and other social media sites. I hope you all have a very good Christmas and have a good New Year. Also, if you like what you're hearing, you can go on Bradford City Up the Chickens on Facebook, Bradford City Up the Chickens on other podcast services such as Skype, Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and other podcast services. Also, Braceodge one on Twitter and Braceodge on YouTube because I'm so close now to getting monetized. I think I'm about 50 away. So if you don't mind, get yourself on YouTube, push the subscribe button on Braceodge or search for Bradford City Up the Chickens. My Jacket Potato. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.